By now, you've heard about the horrible incident on August 22nd in Charlotte, North Carolina. A 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee got off work. Her name was Iryna Zarutska. She got on the train there, and behind her was DeCarlos Brown. And as she was sitting, he got up, attacked her, stabbed her, and she was defenseless. She was crying. She was bawling. Nobody really helped her, and she bled out and died. Okay? This is what's happened. After which, a lot of people on X started to really dig into the black on white crime narrative. And then one of those people happened to be Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate has a British mother and a black father, and he has dual citizenship. So he spent time in both countries. And so he basically started to rant online about the whole situation. One of the tweets Andrew Tate put up said this: "You should be as afraid to mess with a white person in America as you are to mess with an Arab in Dubai. Native privilege. Guests must behave or leave." Now, I've been to Dubai. He's definitely right. You don't want to mess with an Emirati or anybody in Dubai, period. And I get what he's saying. Now, the white person in this case is Ukrainian, not an American citizen, but I get the drift. White people in America represent the majority. They should not be messed with. That's the point that he's driving home. And okay, right? But then it starts to get a little worse. He talks about his own father. Emory Andrew Tate, okay? So Emory Tate, AKA Emory Andrew Tate, Andrew was his middle name, and then Andrew Tate took that middle name from his father, had this to say: "My dad was black. He was also a world-level chess player and genius. He hated N-words. He used to openly say that he could not stand N-words, and that the racists are right. He said the racists just put two and two together. I remember him watching a rap music video and calling them animals as they jumped around in the street carrying guns." All right, now let me just talk about this particular situation. I was not there to see what his dad had to say or not. But even if your father did say something like that, who are you trying to make this point to? Who are you trying to prove this to? Okay. Now, again, we already understand that a black man did delete Iryna Zarutska. Any of us who watched that, if you're a human being, you cannot justify what was going on. That lady died and was crying and she was bleeding out and then nobody helped her. As a human being, I wouldn't even let a dog, okay? And that's the situation there, all right? This guy killed the lady, all right? But now to come out here and talk about your father's prejudices against his own community, if this is true, what does that do? It's so much bootlicking in this. It is so sad to see Andrew Tate, a person whose father is black, get to the level to say this. What does the guy do anything? So basically your dad, who was also anti-black, had a white wife and had you. So this is what you want to do, right? So let's talk down on the black community on the behest of your white side. Okay, then it gets worse. Why didn't he, talking about DeCarlos Brown, shank the other black people on the bus? Okay, then it gets worse. You think it's okay to stab white girls because he had mental health problems? Well, I think it's okay to make blacks put into shavery, all right, again, because I have mental health problems. You mad? Turns out mental health isn't an excuse even you believe in. So let's talk about this. People want to give DeCarlos Brown an issue for mental health reasons. I get it, but white killers get it all the time. I mean, not trying to say that it's right or wrong, right? It's what he did was wrong. Shouldn't be out on the streets. But if we really want to talk about this, whenever whites do something, even the Minnesota school shooter, this happened like 2 weeks ago, Robin Westman. When Robin Westman was talked about in the conservative blogs, he was called a coward. Robin Westman, I believe, Robin Westman was called everything underneath the sun. One thing he was never called was a thug. He was never called a thug. But in the Cincinnati riots, the music festival, brothers and sisters, they were called thugs. And to the point, I would say 80-90% of that was defending themselves, okay? So when when whites have issues with mental health issues, that's the biggest person who uses excuse. Dylan Roof. He went into a black church, shot 7 people, and got to go to Burger King after. Well, was it mental health issues with him? Oh, okay. Hold on. Then he says, racism is now acceptable, but pay respect to me for saying Jigga on the internet first and going to jail for it. I open your floodgates, you're welcome. I mean, it's interesting. He's just really, really having a good time here, right? Then he talks about this. Andrew Tate pledges $1 million for Iryna Zarutska's U.S. murals following Elon Musk's earlier woman art challenge. So he's covering ground. He wants to show everybody that he's standing up for the white people, okay? He really wants y'all to do that, okay? Now, but hold on. Here's where it gets interesting though. Andrew Tate, August 21st, 2025, was online and he was talking about the rebirth rates or low birth rates of whites. They didn't like what he had to say. He posted this: I tried and they called me the N-word. So enjoy extinction, okay? This guy ain't got nothing to do with blacks. This is Andrew Tate taking his L from the white folks. And then what did they say? You're literally mixed race. You were white. Now you're not. You've been replaced. Effing dumb creetard. This person goes N-word, bro. You suck. You can take a Jigga out of the hood. You can never take the hood out of a Jigga. This is not a Pookie they're talking to. They're talking to Andrew Tate, somebody that's trying to basically talk to their community. You're delusional. You admitted all you do is rage bait. What a P word. That's actually a black person there, right? Let's go more into this. How can we make it without some black guy that sold white women online? F you out of here. Okay, yeah, you forgot about that, right? Oh yeah, Andrew. You're the same guy that had white women doing all kind of booty clapping, okay, online. You think that we forgot about that, right? No, we didn't. We didn't forget about that, bro. No, we didn't. We didn't forget about it. But hold on. Fair. But did he lie though? Did they lie though? Saving the right waste means scamming people and buying sports cars in 304s. Are you special? Okay. Yeah, so now they're throwing your pass at you. Okay? Because you're a scammer. You buy sports cars because really don't care about them and they know it, right? You literally have no tribe. Simply another one of those blanks with no traditional connection to the world. You are the replaced moron. You call everybody the N-word, so what's your point? You are a human. Don't even want to talk about that, all right? Third one goes, you are a Jigga though. You call yourself and your brother a Jigga. Andrew Tate, crime victim. Your time has passed, Tate bros. Log off. Judate N. Okay? No one cares N. LOL. Snowflake Tate. Yeah, and you're the only N in cheek trafficker. So now, what's the real reason why Andrew Tate is so uptight for whites?
That business idea you had weeks ago, the one you're sitting on and you're talking about, and you keep having these small bursts of motivation where you type something down and then you do nothing for a while, you go back to jerking off, and then you have some ideas and you write them down, you do nothing again. Listen, if you would have instantly implemented your business idea weeks ago with speed, if it would have been all you did for 12 hours a day and you would have attacked it with everything you got, one of two things would have happened. One, you'd be making money and you're rich. Or two, it would have not worked. You would have gotten rid of that idea, and by now you'd have a new idea. The time you wait, the procrastination, is why you are poor. Poverty loves waiting. Poor people love planning, they love waiting. Rich people love speed.
Now, Andrew Tate wants to be a business mogul. Andrew Tate is no more than a scammer. So here's how he's gonna do this with this rage bait and him basically getting you bought into emotional stuff. He comes back in because he wants something he wants to sell you. So this is the real reason for all of this stuff. It's not because it's the whites. he loves white people. No. They're the biggest paying customers, right? And if you can target whites, you end up getting some of the other people who are anti-black. So again, you know, investing into them, even if he spends $1 million, he'll get that back tenfold, right? People can really support conservatives, right? And conservative ideology. So this is what goes down. If you can go ahead and make a living talking down on blacks, yeah, why not? Why not be like Andrew Tate? You know, why not do what he's doing? Okay, but the whole time you're not getting no respect. They don't want you in their community. They don't like you, and every time they disagree with your ass, they let you know. Just like Brandon Tatum, just like Candace Owens, the minute y'all get out of line for 5 minutes, they down talking you and calling your ass a pookie. And you so silly to fall for that. Well, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shitty Jackson, back at it again. 5th episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate the follow that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.